made this out of a paper plate. How? I'm gonna tell you the steps right now. Alright, fold that paper plate in half. And what you're going to do is draw the head, the body, and the, what's that thing? Oh, the tail, that's what it is. So, go ahead, draw the head, half of it, make sure, and you just don't get to the crease. Just draw right before you get to the crease, then draw half of an oval for the body, and then draw half of like a triangle out for the tail. Alright, and make sure you do not draw towards the crease. Alright, time to cut. Cut this guy out, cut, and keep it folded as you're cutting. And you're done. Alright, birdie is cut out, looking good. Now, what about those wings, you ask? You see how you have this left over from cutting out the bird? What you will do to create the wings is cut the hook off. And all you have to do is just cut right there, and it's gone. Wonderful, you are left with two beautiful wings for your birdie to fly away off that paper. Alright, let me get out of La La Land and talk about coloring. If you're in kindergarten, this is how you're going to make your feathers. You're going to draw a couple lines. I mean, not a couple, like 100 lines, and let those colors interact. Not scrabbling quite. You are having a certain direction your lines are going, but you're going to do this in the body, and in the tail, and in the wings. Alright, so that is what kinder's doing. But wait, you're in second and first grade, and you're like, I want to be super awesome and draw feathers. I almost said wings. You're going to draw these feathers, and you're just going to make, it's not a triangle, they're like these rounded triangles that kind of branch out, like a flower. And you put these nice feathers in between each other as you create. Use any color marker you want, but make sure it's just one color, and you just keep on drawing throughout your piece. Don't put feathers in the head, it looks weird. You just want to see the feathers in the body and in the tail. Hurry up! Okay, let me calm down because I don't want to ruin my project. It's not a race, so just relax. And I'm going to color them in. I like to alternate my colors because I'm just so awesome, so I urge you guys to do that as well. Just kind of say this is purple. Okay, so maybe I'll get a new color. Purple and pink. I like pink. Purple, pink, purple, pink. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this going because this is going to take forever if you guys sit here and watch me make feathers. You don't want to do that. Alright, let's speed it up. And I'm off. I'm coloring, and I'm coloring fast. I'm using blue, I'm using pink, I'm using purple. Oh wait, let me use more pink. But make sure you use these colors and they're opposite from each other when they're next to each other. I don't use blue next to blue or purple next to purple.
Now, don't forget that eyeball and color in that head.
Starting to draw the feathers in my wings because the birdie's body is all done. As you can tell, I'm using the same pattern I had in the body. The blues, the purples, the pinks. You guys use whatever color pattern you want, but it should be the same in the wings just like it is in the body. As you can see, when I draw my wings, I put each feather in between each other to create that really fun pattern throughout the piece. And again, it's still the same pattern going throughout my wings.
Wow, check it out. Look at these beautiful wings. Oh my gosh.
So here is the birdie that I have constructed. He is not ready to be glued together. Why? Because we have this white space. Now you will notice, because you didn't fill up the entire paper, you have a couple edges, you are able to cut them out to give that realistic effect of feathers. So go ahead and cut out the little pieces of paper plate, just kind of around the birdie wings. Or birdie arms, apparently, because our bird is like a human. I'm kind of thinking about this bird, like what kind of species is this bird? Because clearly I've never seen a bird like this before. But if he was a species, I think he would be... that's a good question, Miss Fuentes. Oh wait, am I talking to myself? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it! I'm almost done! It looks like I cut out both of my wings at the edge, so it looks nice and realistic. I attach them. Wait, I can't glue them yet, but I just want to see what it looks like. Awesome! Oh gosh, we need the glue. I don't know where it's at, but I know we're going to assemble this beautiful bird on our project. Where's the glue? Oh, there's the glue. Now, when I have the glue, I'm going to turn my paper, landscape style, to glue on my beautiful birdie. He is going to be glued on in the center of my wide landscape style paper. When you glue him, put glue on the edge. Please make sure you have glue all along the edge, and you will be able to have a glued bird onto a black piece of paper without it being lifted up. Alright, you place him in the center. Boom, it's all finished. Now what are you going to do after this? Yo, you got those wings. You're going to glue those wings and tuck them. Oh, wait, hold on, I got stuck. Wait, oh, there. Okay, there we go. That glue's all over the place. I don't know what happened. Anyways, you're going to get the glue, put it on the back of the wings along the edge, tuck under your wings inside of your bird, so it looks like the wings are coming from his body and they're not like floating from outer space. And make sure you tuck them in enough that they're not hanging off your paper. And you're going to repeat the process on the other side of your birdie. Again, just make sure you got enough glue, because every time I see glue on these papers, it's like hanging off. So make sure that glue's along the edge, and you just kind of tuck it and roll. Oh gosh, there's glue on my paper. No big deal. It dries, it dries clear, but looks kind of gross. Well, it looks like a booger. Is that a glue booger? Oh, it's okay. Let me get the glue booger. Oh, I'll just wipe it off. Yeah, I'll wipe it off my paper. It's just a booger. It's fine. Alright, so I'm done gluing. Awesome. What am I gonna do next? It's so easy. It's time to make that beak. When you get a beak, you're gonna get this orange piece of paper for me. A little scrap piece of paper. Oh, well, I got a booger on my finger. Did I wipe it off? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm just gonna cut a triangle. Not too big, not too small, just a nice little triangle. Get that piece of glue booger off of the table, wipe it on top of your triangle, and boom, you've got a beak. Put on your beautiful little birdie. Now just one, oh, that's backwards. I can't glue it that way. I gotta glue it the other way. So glue the beak facing outward so it looks like he has a beak and he's not like, I don't know, eating his own mouth, which is what it could look like if you do it backwards. Anyway, I'm done. The bird looks awesome. It is time to put feathers on our bird.
Alrighty, I got the glue. Whoop whoop. Alright, anyway, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get some glue stick. I'm gonna put my feather right on top of that pink and just dab it on there. Check it out. Super easy. Put a little bit of the glue and just slap it on that bad boy. Yeah, that bird is done. I threw some fluff on his tail. He is finito.
Alright guys, check out our happy birdies flying away.